Ta-da! Now, today we are presenting you OmniAudio X01, the brightest of all the series. I would say the brightest of the value series that we have within the OmniAudio projector range. So, we have these two projectors over here. They are the same. The difference is on the color. On the left, what we have is actually in dark gray, or sometimes you call it black, right? And the other one on the right is actually white in color. Now, I've actually fixed the one that is actually on the left, right, with a desktop stand, right? So this shows that it's able to actually mount on the desktop stand. So for those who actually want to put it inside a room or put it in the hall and put it on the side table right at the corner with the keystone adjustment of the projector, you'll be able to actually put it on this desktop stand. Sometimes they call it the table stand. Alternatively, we have the same version of this stand in the same design, which is a very nice classical design, and is actually in a longer stand, which we call it the floor stand. All right, you can actually check out our link below to actually take a look on our stand as well. This stand is able to actually adjust in height. You can see the portion that is actually over here. Let me just zoom in. So now it's able to actually put it up all the way up or just put it down. So if you put it up, you can actually always tighten this rose gold area. But having said that, you can actually check out more on the dimension together, what is the extendable height and so on and so forth. All the specs are actually listed within the stand on its own. Now back to the projector. What is so unique about this projector is that it has the brightest lumens is actually having a 150 watt LED bulb, which is able to yield up to 14,000 lumens, right? And some of you may be asking, what is the NC lumens? Again, this is the value range. Do not expect that it's going to be on par with those thousands of dollars of ultra short throw projector, whereby it is able to give you 2,000 or even 3,000 over NC lumens, right? So we have to set the expectation right because of the price point. But if you do need those kind of projectors, we do sell as well. And one of the brand that we actually represent is actually from AWOL Vision, right? They can produce very, very vivid images even on daylight, on broad daylight, right? For more information, you can also again look at our website and our listings. Besides this unit is actually being equipped with the Android OS, which is an Android projector. This particular version of the projector is actually wonderful in its own way because of its electronic lens adjustment. Now, so it comes with this remote control, right, as a standard. Right at the bottom over here, it has these two buttons, which is F plus as well as F minus. So these are the two buttons whereby I'm able to actually click on it and adjust the lens. Later on, I'll show you more details on the later part of this video on how we'll be able to actually adjust electronically on the lens. Now I'm going to show you the 360-degree view of this particular projector. However, if you notice that when I turn it around, you notice that there is no manual focus adjustment lever at all. Why is that so? For the reason that I've just shared with you, it is actually an electronic based focus. Now, the advantage of electronic based focus lens is actually much better because of the motorized lens is able to actually adjust much sharper versus those manual adjustment. Because manual adjustment, our hands are not very precise in doing all the manual focus adjustment versus the electronic. Just like, for example, our newest models of handphones, the handphones I've been using for years are all electronic focus on the lens. So let's move on the projector towards the back view, all right, of the projector. Now this back view is actually interesting, whereby you have a few of the ports that is actually right at the back. Now the very advantage of this projector is that on the very left hand side, which is the first port on the left, you'll notice that it actually has a LAN port. So versus other of the value projectors, it doesn't have a LAN port at all and just work purely on Wi-Fi. So this one actually has a LAN port. You're able to actually put in your Cat5, so you will not worry about the Wi-Fi signal in some part of the home or some part of your offices or whatever places that you're going to put it, that you're having some Wi-Fi issue. For information, we actually have some clients who is actually installing this or have already installed this in their karaoke pubs or clubs. So I will show you a short video later on after this on the real usage application in those karaoke joints as well. So coming to the second part of it, which is the USB. So it has come with two USB port and then the two HDMI port as well, HD1, which is HDMI 1, and HD2, and then it comes with a earphone port over here, AV port, which is the audio video port, the IR input port, which you have it at the front and at the back as well, and then you have these buttons which is controlling the projector, which is similar to the remote control. Last but not least, right over at the bottom over here, which is actually over here, is the power socket whereby you input the power. Continuing on with the 360-degree view. Now, over the other side of the projector, you notice there is no manual at all as well. No manual focus adjustment lever. So very nice projector and very nice sleek colors it comes with. The dark gray, and then it comes with the ring, which is actually of like a rose gold color ring. Alright. And which I also show you the other color, which is white in color just now as well. Next, I would like to actually do a measurement test in terms of sound of the projector, because some of the clients ask whether does the projector actually produce, is it noisy, right? So I have with me over here, which is a decibel meter. So this decibel meter is actually showing you while I'm talking. So while I'm talking is actually with a decibel of about 60 to 70. Now, if I do not speak, let's see just purely on the sound level of the projector, right? And the projector is about 1 meter away. So you notice that when I did not speak, the projector sound is only at about 47. It's less than 50 decibel, which a quiet library is about 40. A normal home sound is about there, which is about less than 50, about 50 plus minus. So the projector sound with the fan on is actually very well accepted. Just to show you, this is the side view of the white color projector, and it is also very nice and very classic in its own design. Now, if you notice, if you're doing a desk mount, there is actually a screw that's being provided that you are able to mount and angle your projector as well. Now, having said that, what I'm going to do next is show you directly on the electronic focus together with the keystone adjustment of this particular projector, then move on to the 3 tests that we usually conduct for the projector as well. Now, this projector is similar like other of our Android series of projector. It has a keystone correction function whereby you point, you'll be able to actually do 4 points tuning, right? So let's say, for example, now I move on to the right hand corner of the screen. I'm able to actually adjust lower, upper, or I can actually even adjust towards inner, smaller screen or a bigger screen. So you can actually adjust 4 corners of the screen, right, in your own preference and adjustment. Now, having said that, one advantage of this particular projector is actually to do the focus. All right, so let's go back to the main screen. Now, let's say this is the main screen. The projector remote control actually comes with the bottom buttons right at the bottom in here, right? You see these 2 buttons over here. You'll be able to press on that to electronically focus, all right, the motorized lens. So let's say, for example, now I pull it, all right, I try to focus, all right. So by focusing on this, let's say I make it into a blur screen now first. Okay, let me just get it out. Yeah, so it's actually trying to focus right now. Now you'll notice that the screen kind of right now is actually being blurred if you pay attention to the word right in the middle, which is YouTube and Netflix. Okay, so it's actually kind of blurred. But now let me just focus the other direction by pressing the direction of the other button, you can see that it's actually much more blur right now. Okay, so to focus back, what I need to do is press on the other button and the electronic focus will comes out. Right, so you just need to press and continue to press until to your preferred preference that it is actually clear to your eyes. Right, so it's somewhere about there right now. You can actually do some fine-tuning right to your wish. So now the electronic focus is actually being done. So the screen is well aligned and perfectly focused. Now look at the brightness. It is actually in total darkness right now with all the lights that is being off. So after that, what I will do is that I will actually on the light in the middle of playing a video. So having said that, I'm going to do 3 tests again for this particular model of X01. Now, this OmniAudio X01 is one of the most budget projector that's being available right now within our series. Having said that, it is actually being a budget series, but it is actually one of the most best performance price ratio projector. At this particular price that's being listed on the website, very value with this particular brightness. You will experience it right now. And just for information, just now I'm going to show you a clip that is actually being recorded by one of our satisfied clients using this particular model of projector, which is X01. So this is only a 3-second clip. Watch it right now. Just take note that the screen size in this club is actually 120 inch in size. Without further ado, let's move on to the 3 tests. So the first test we're going to do, as usual, we'll play you the 4K file that is actually by those sample files. That's 1. 2, we'll actually do the website by using a web browser so that we'll be able to see whether is it used and suitable for business usage. Third but not least, we will actually do the karaoke as well. So with this karaoke, you'll be able to actually see that it is actually able to actually play entertainment apps as well. So let's move on to play the files on the 4K files. Now this interface is a little bit different from the other series, which is like the Y2 and the Y6. So let's move on to our USB drive. So from a USB drive, I'm able to actually go into this 60 frames per second file. Okay, so while the files are loading from the USB drive, let me play the Samsung 7 Wonders of the World China 4K demo file. Play. Look at how vibrant is the color of this particular projector. Look at the clouds. The clarity. What I will do right now is I'm going to turn on the lights. Look at it. You'll still be able to actually see very clearly even with the lights on. Turn off the lights. So you can still see it with the lights on, right? Of course, with all these value projectors, it's the most ideal if you actually play it in the dark room. Okay, so let's move on to play the browser. So now I'm actually at the browser. So let's look at CNA, Channel News Asia. Right, so these latest, some of the latest news over here. Okay, so let's click on latest news. So you can see that the words even the smaller words are actually very clear, that's actually appearing on the projector itself. Okay, let's move on to the third demo. But before we play the karaoke app, I'm going into the settings right now because I like to actually pair with the Bluetooth to pair the speakers, the soundbar, right? So now it's actually searching for the soundbar. So we got a Samsung soundbar over here. Let's try pairing it. Pair. Okay, so now the soundbar is actually being connected. So let's go ahead and play the karaoke app. So these are OmniSync app. Okay, so let's listen to one of the songs.
心脏砰砰跳，迷恋上你的坏笑，你不说爱我，我就喵喵喵。每天都需要你的拥抱，珍惜在一起的每分每秒。你对我多重要，我想你比我更知道，你就是我的女主角。有时候我懒得像只猫。
Okay, if you do enjoy our videos, please give us a thumbs up and as well as follow our channel for much more updates of products by our group that's going to come out very often on a monthly or should I say fortnightly basis.